Hey everyone, it's Amador, and sorry for the shakiness here. As you can see, I was naughty. I was bad. I This is probably going to be one of my bigger splurges for this year. I literally went a little bit lawn fawn crazy. Sorry for the glare here. I um, I was looking. Okay, so I'll get to the stamps and the stuff. I went a little bit crazy, so let me tell you a little odyssey that I went on. When I went to, I've been looking for an ink pad collection for me to get because I do have all of my Stampin' Up! Ink pads, but they were the previous ones, not the newer redone formula and stuff like that. So I've been wanting a good stamp pad for solid acrylic or photopolymer stamps. Now, now you're thinking ink pad is just an ink pad is an ink pad. No, and they don't always work the same way. Some of them just don't even work. So, and I didn't want to invest in like in a full on set of ink pads until I played with them. I used them a little bit. I see how I like them, and it's hard. I don't have places here where you can go and test them out. We don't have scrapbook conventions here in Las Vegas, so when I went to CHA last, I got to do a make and take at what are the my make and takes? Oh, they're okay. So I did the make and takes. Sorry again. From the Lawn Fawn booth, they had this little the tote bag one where you got to do this and use the little mommy and whatever the stamp set was, and then you got to do this one. This one has the plaid paper, which I also got. These cute little cards that I'm really starting to like these. It was very simple and very easy, and I want to get more into this. To be able to do little cards so you can mass produce them and stuff. So, and I also did this one, and I absolutely loved the way they stamped. I really, really, really loved it because with the Stampin' Up! Ink ones, you have to pat it several times, and sometimes you don't get a full-on stamping. Now, luckily, I have the Misty, but I don't want to have to bust out my Misty for every little thing that I want to do, and especially now when I spent so much. I have every one of the colors except for like the two recent in colors and stuff for Stampin' Up. So I wanted to get, and they reformulated the ink pads. So I'm not going to buy all of them. So it was between Lawn Fawn, and I forgot what other ink pad, what other collections I was going to try. But I tried them. I absolutely loved it. Now I will say some of them, when you stamp right away, it looks a little blotchy, but it sets magnificently. Like, absolutely love, fell in love. I was like, I need to have these, and I did. So my odyssey started with, I wanted to find I didn't have any of the Lawn Fawn ink pads, so I was starting from scratch, and I wanted to either get a really good deal on individual ones or get a set. Well, lo and behold, nobody had them. Now, Simon Says Stamp did have a set available, and it was $169.99, and it was going to be released on the 18th of this month. By luck would have it, for some reason the 18th came, and they postponed it to March 1st, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll just look around, whatever. And just by mere coincidence, I had noticed this other company, and I went ahead and put in an order from, and this one came from scrapbookpal.com. I've never ordered from them. I'd never in the past, so I figured I'd give it a whirl, because they had the ink pads, each ink pad for $4.88. Let me see here. No, I lie. $4.80. Each one of the ink pads they had for $4.80 each, which was way less if I had bought that set through Simon Says Stamp either way. And the other stuff was very inexpensive as well. And at the store, after like $25, I think, you get free shipping. Obviously, I well made over $25. Now, the one ink pad they did not unfortunately have is Celery Stick, but I did order that one on eBay. But it's still, this whole grouping of stuff was more economic than my first selection. I got the Lawn Fawn and the Lawn Fawn plaid, and you guys have probably seen this thing everywhere. It's probably going to be used with little projects for my nephew and stuff like that for Easter and whatnot. And then I also got, they have this one. I don't know. It's like I have a list of all these things. But they had that. Now, they did have these ink pads. I mean, these stamp sets for $12. Now, they had the stamp set and the die for $12. In some websites, I saw the die for 18 and this for 14 or 15 and 15. I was planning to order it from another shop that I've ordered before, but they were sold out. So this little make and take made me fall in love with this ink, with this stamp set. So I absolutely love it. And I wanted to get the dies just for kicks and giggles. I could easily cut it and fussy cut it, but I just wanted to because I'm a goofball and I wanted to really bad. So I got all of those. Now, like I said, they had all of the ink colors. They had the old ones and the new ones. So I got, and I'm sure you guys have already seen these, but I'm going to name them off because I want to, because it's so fun. I got Deep Sea, Black Licorice, Hippo, Fake Tan, Pumpkin Spice, Juice Box, Noble Fur, Freshly Cut Grass, Merman, and I think this was one of the new ones, Soot, Mermaid, Fish Tank, Jalapeno, Walnut, Plastic Flamingo, I know that is one of the new ones, Lobster, Wild Rose, Sugar Plum, Cranberry, Peacock. I even got the Yeti ink pad, and I've been wanting a good white ink pad. And these are pigment dye ink pads, and this one is a pigment ink pad. Different thingamajiggy. This one is Butter, you can barely see it. Dough, this is one of the new ones. Fresh Lavender, Manatee, Carrot, and Sunflower. So I got all of those, and look, I will tell you guys, I got all of them for the 27 ink pads, the stamp set, and the die set, and the plaid paper pad for $159.30. So that was still less, plus the $7 I spent on eBay for the final ink pad that I needed. So I got that super deal. Like I said, they had that except for the celery stick. Now, a question to you guys, because some of you guys have the ink pads and whatnot. I've actually been contemplating getting the Altenew ink pads. So if you guys know how they stamp, if you personally know how they stamp, let me know. I actually want to order. I'm glad that they, instead of having to order the big ink pads, I don't want to spend on the whole collection again. I want to get the little cubes. So if you guys know if those are good, or if you know who has a good deal, please let me know. I know those are like kind of like exclusive and stuff like that, but let me know if somebody has a really good deal on those Altenew, the little cubes. They come in the sets, because those things are like $16, $18 or something. But I've been dying for this cute little stamp set. And like I said, and this one's going to be used for my little nephew and stuff, just for little cute little Easter stuff. So this is, like I said, this is one of my major splurges for this year, and this is probably the biggest splurge I will have this year, because it was a little bit more, but I got to have all of them, all of the ink pads, and the one of these little adorable stamp sets from CHA that I totally fell in love. There were very few things that I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have at CHA, and that was one of them, along with the ink pads, because I got to play with them, and it was just amazing. It was just perfection. So yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you guys before I put them away, because when I have new stuff, when I put them away, like, I forget to show them. I'm like, I don't want to pull them back out. So yeah, so thank you for stopping by. Hopefully I will be able to show you guys a few little projects with these things coming up, and I want to make sure I start using my my newer stuff. And I'm also on the hunt, excuse me, for stitched the stitched rectangle dies, but I want the one with the rounded edges, the rounded corners. So I'll see which one I'm going to order from that, because I got a few of them, and Marilyn sent me in a rack the cute little hills, the stitched hills. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I need it now. I absolutely need it. But anyway, now I'm just jibber-jabbering. So thank you guys for stopping by and looking at my madness here. Looking at my madness. I just got off of work. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, so I wanted to record this and just let it load while I go to bed. So yes, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, so if anybody has a good idea on where to get those Altenew ink pads, the little squares, the sets, I'm so in for it, right? So you guys, thank you for stopping. I know I say so a lot, huh? I know it's crazy. Anyhow, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, everyone.